Good morning. Happy Thursday. Today is our weekly training day. I'm so excited. I love this day. I love doing this. It's just like a very happy point in my week. So I'm thrilled to be here, and I'm really looking forward to our conversation today. Today we are talking about intentional goal setting. So I am going to put a link in the comments on the Facebook page, my Facebook business page, my Facebook group, and it's going to be a link to the workbook that we're going to be using. So I'm just going to do that very quickly, and then we will get going. I wasn't able to put the link in until I started the video. So I'm going to do that now, although now everything's slow. And while you're waiting for me to do this, please say hello and let me know that you can hear me. Here we go. It's coming at you. Right there. And putting it in the Facebook page. There we go. So say hello, please. Oh man, I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to figure this out. Just a minute. I'm just trying to get it onto the Facebook page. And so just let me know, say hello. Let me know how your day is going. Let me know that you can hear me okay. Here we go. Now it's loading. Okay. If you're watching this replay in a little bit, you're like, come on, Amanda, come on. Okay, now we are set. Yay. Good morning, Linda K. Ost. Good morning. I think that's Tam. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I love doing this. Are you kidding? This is just like my favorite thing ever. Okay, so you'll see on that I put a link there. Download your workbook. This is what we're going to be going over today. But before we dive into that, I just want to, I'm so glad that you can hear me, you can see me, all of that is working well. And if you, just so you know, I stream this training, this Facebook Live on my business page, on my Facebook group, which is Brave New Yoga, and on my YouTube channel. And that's also called Brave New Yoga. So join me. You can join me at any of those places to see this weekly training. And if you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please go there. Click subscribe. It's like giving me a big hug, and it also just lets me know that you want me to keep creating content, and there's more videos over there. And of course, I always post videos, our meditation and trainings in the group and on the Facebook page. Okay, so glad that you're here. We are going to be talking about something that is near and dear to my heart. It is intentional goal setting. And please make sure you have the workbook downloaded, and you can just refer to it today. If you have a printer available, you could just print it right now and you could work through it. But what I would really love for you to do is to just kind of be in a place of learning about how to use the workbook today. And then in a very, just kind of like a sacred space, like a very quiet space, a still space, take the time to work through the workbook at that time. Okay, so before we go any further, I would love to know, do you set goals? Do you set goals? Is this something that you are in the practice of being in? And if you do set goals, why? If you don't set goals, why? Let me know. Just put it in the comments and I will see them here. Do we download it now? Yeah, Linda, so you can download it now and just look, you can just see it. So I'm going to be going over it. It looks like this. I don't know if you can see this actually, but I'm going to be going over it. So if you want to just have a visual, you can download it and check it out. Okay, so do you set goals? Let me know. Yes, Linda, just go to Amanda Upton, Brave New Yoga, with one of those names should pop up. I can also put the link in here. I'll do that right now. While I am waiting to hear from you about your goals, I'll grab the link to YouTube and I'm going to put it right in here. So link to my YouTube channel. All right, there we go. It's going up. Perfect. Good, good, good. Okay. Good, thank you. All right. So while you are letting me know about your goals, I wanted to share with you that setting goals is something that I am fairly new to, and setting goals in a very intentional way, which is what we're going to be talking about today. So, of course, I've always heard and somewhat kind of practiced setting goals, but it never really landed with me in a way that really drew me in or made me kind of think about my life. Like goals always just seemed like what, like the whole SMART goal thing. I never really grabbed onto that and like really enjoyed that process. And I sort of understood the importance of goals, but I didn't really get it. And this was for much of my life. So I would say for most of my life, I've been kind of in a state of surviving. Like I just been kind of going from moment to moment, day to day, and kind of just going with whatever has come into my life, dealing with it right then, but not ever really kind of looking beyond the moment and looking beyond the month or the year into what I want to do or what I want to be. Now, I would visualize, like, I would imagine like wanting to do, like go on a trip or have certain things or, you know, have a really nice home or something like that. But that's as far as I would go, is I would just kind of want things in my life, but I never really practiced actually getting to them. So my goal setting process looked more like just hoping and dreaming and saying someday. That was really kind of where I was at until a few years ago. And when I really began to read, when I was reading more about the practice of setting goals and what it really looked like and how to actually do it in an intentional way. Now, the process that I'm going to walk you through today, I read about in a book a few years ago, a book by Rachel Hollis. And I really liked this process. And I've been using it for myself. And I have a daily goal practice that I'm going to share with you today. And this is all inspired by Rachel Hollis. I really liked her work around goal setting. And it's really the first time where I have been, when I started this process a couple of years ago, really like, oh, I can set goals in a way that really means something to me and where I'm able to take action on them on a regular basis. So we're going to walk through that today. And I, ever since I've been kind of bringing in this different intentionality to my goals, I have been so much clearer with my time, like how I'm spending my time and what really matters to me. Like, what am I actually going to spend my time on? Why am I going to spend my time on that? And does it get me to where I want to go? And for the first time, really in my life, and especially in this past year, I am clearer now than I have ever been on where I want to be in my future self. And I think of that as like 10 years from now, where I want to be. And this is the clearest I've ever been and have the clearest kind of steps forward for myself. So I would love to hear from you. My new thing is to write in my journal and set my goals and then meditate and then start my day. That's so fun. I have been very remiss in writing and setting goals for my yoga practice. Tell me more. I try to meditate and do a 6-phase visualization. Ooh, that sounds really interesting. So if you've been very remiss in writing and setting your goals, I'd love to learn more about that. Okay, so just so you know, we are going to go through the workbook, and in that workbook is this process of creating a 10-year vision, of mapping out the dreams that get you to that 10-year vision, and of really focusing on one specific goal right now. So that's where our headspace is going to be today. This is going to be part 1. And we're not going to meet next week because next Thursday is Thanksgiving. So the week after that, we will come together again. And during that time, we're going to talk more about action plans and to-do lists. So today, I really invite you to really stay in this space of thinking big of dreaming big, allowing that space within you, giving it lots of space and allowing yourself to go there. And your brain is going to want to say, but, how and when and where and what? And oh my God, that's so big. Like your brain is going to want to just stop you in its tracks because it's going to seem hard or impossible. And I just invite you to notice when that thought comes in and to just say, hey, I'm in a dream space right now. I'm just letting myself go as big as I possibly can with my life and all that it can contain. And it's, the possibilities are endless. And just keep reminding yourself of that. And next time we come together, we'll get into the nitty gritty. Okay. So this is going to be so useful. I think it's so useful. I love it. I love that you have that sense already. And I like the sound of this. Perfect. Okay. So one thing I want to say is that we're getting near that time of year where people are going to be talking a lot about goals. They're going to be talking about resolutions. And that might be the time where you have traditionally set your goals. But I imagine you, like most people, including myself, have set goals at this new year. And then it's just like, oh my gosh, I can't keep this going past February, right? And the reason for that is we often set the goal before having a clear vision of where we're going. So we often start, at this place of like where we're supposed to be taking action, but we don't have like this clear, vision of 10 years from now. This is where I want to be in my life. This is where I want to live. This is how the work that I want to be doing. This is how I want to feel. And it's really hard to stick with a goal if we don't have the clear vision. So that's what we're going to be focusing in on today. This is really important. I want you in this moment to give yourself permission to think big. Okay, I know I just talked about this, but I really want it to be as clear as possible that hands on heart, eyes closed, give yourself a moment here. I give myself permission to think beyond the now, to think beyond this moment, to think big and bold, and to think in this big possible, anything is possible way. Okay. And keep giving yourself that permission because you already know, I'm guessing you already know what it's like to not work on your goals, right? To not achieve your goals. So we're going about it in an entirely different way. So give yourself permission to try something new, try something different, and to have fun with this. We're going to begin with the end. So does everybody, the new vision board, help this year for 20? Yes. Do you have the workbook downloaded, I'm assuming. So you've got that in front of you. And we are going to start with step 1. And Tam, this might sound familiar. So we are going to begin with dreaming big. So we cannot set one goal without knowing where we want to go first. So we are going to map out the big picture right now. And every single goal should really take us in this direction. So we're going to map out the big picture, and then everything we create from here is going to take us in this big direction. So are you ready to dream big? We're going to start with page 1. And I'm just going to walk you through the workbook. And again, later, take some time to really sit with this and create it at your own time. Okay. So the first thing you're going to want to do, and I have written out the wording here to kind of visualize, but the first thing you're going to do is just give yourself a few moments. So let me back up. Find a space in your home where you feel really open, where you feel safe, where you feel comfortable, where you feel creative. So find that spot in your home. Maybe it's where you practice yoga. Maybe it's where you create art. Maybe it's your most comfortable spot in your cozy chair in your home. Wherever you feel most comfortable, that's where you're going to do this work from. Wherever you feel most relaxed and open. You're going to find yourself in that position. Maybe you have in that place, you're going to maybe have a hot hot drink with you. And you're going to close your eyes and take a few minutes to just imagine you 10 years from now. You 10 years from now. So you're going to think about, where do I live? What town am I in? What is the weather like? What is kind of nature am I surrounded by? What kind of work am I doing? Who am I working with? What am I wearing to work? What relationships am I in? Am I living close to family? Am I in a romantic relationship? What does that look like and feel like? Who are you kind of embodying? Like, can you see yourself 10 years from now and who you are? Like, when you feel that essence of yourself, what do you exude? Who are you? And what do you offer the world? Okay. And I've written out just a visualization for you to just go through, and you can read that first and then close your eyes. Hi, Asha. Oh, I'm so nice to have you here. Yay. Oh, this is great. So let your dreams just run wild. Remember, if your brain is going to want to say, whoa, 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 how in the world? How? I don't have the money to do that. You have to stop your brain and say, I'm just dreaming here. And then like move that thought to the side, say, thank you for sharing, but I'm not listening to you right now. And go back to your dream and go back to living this big, 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 big dream. And then there's space in your workbook where it says, in 10 years, I will be, and you just write everything down. Okay. And I've given you a few pages so you can just write and write and write. And with all journaling, what's most effective is to just stream of consciousness. Of course, don't worry about grammar or anything like that. And just write. Don't even take your pen or pencil off the paper. Just keep writing. Who are you 10 years from now? This is probably the most important step of this process. So just write. Give yourself lots of space to do this work. Okay. At the end of that writing, you lost me? Am I here now? Do you see me and hear me now? Yes, let yourself open to possibilities. That's where it's at. Okay, let me know if you can see me and hear me. I'm going to keep going in case that everything's still okay. So at the end of your brainstorm, about 10 years from now, you're going to fill in the best version of me is, and just write kind of a summary there of what you come up with. Okay, you've got me. Good. And when I'm at my best, okay. And you're going to know and the thing is, good, Linda, I'm glad you're back. Follow your intuition here. Just like that first hit, that first word, that first image, just follow that. Don't think about it. Just follow what comes up. I'm at my best, best version of me is this. Okay. So then step 3 is step 2, dreams that will make my vision a reality. So you've just written out your dreams. You've just written out who you are 10 years from now. That's so cool, right? To think that far ahead, to say that's possible, right? Anything is possible. Open into that. Look back at it. Look at what you've written down. Take it in and really just admire who you are. That's you. That's what you want to. Okay, hopefully you can still see me. My screen went black for a second, but hopefully everything is okay now. So now you're going to look back at your vision and you are going to just begin to write down all the things that would be true if this was your reality. So it's going to walk you through this. And what the important thing is that if you wrote down that you're financially free, that you have financial abundance, then you would look at that. And then in this part, you would write, I have 50,000 in my savings account, or I have $1 million in my savings account. And you're going to go through each of the things you wrote down and just what would be true for this dream to occur. So if one of your dreams was to travel the world, then you would write down, I travel to a new place every year. Or I take my family on a month-long adventure every year. So you just take what you wrote down in that big summary and you begin to just map out what are the specific dreams. Now, here's what is key to this, that you write it as if it has already happened. Not I'm going to travel, not I'm going to make $50,000. And there's a very specific reason for this, is your brain pays attention to those words. It pays attention. When you say you're going to, it thinks of it more as like it's a to-do list that you just have to make happen. If you say I have, I am, then your brain believes it as the truth and begins to search out opportunities to further solidify this truth. It looks for evidence, it looks for opportunities, it looks for, you begin to make decisions that align with this truth. So you're going to write down, I have, I am, I work, I start, I live. And this is all going to be based on what you've written down in your 10 dreams. In your 10-year dreams. So I'm going to pause there. Where are you at? How are you feeling about what I've shared so far? What's coming up for you? What questions are coming up for you? I'm going to keep my eye on the chat here and just see if there's anything that you would like me to, if you want me to slow down, if you want me to go over anything, and then we'll go on to the next step. Are you excited to dream big? That's what I want to know. Okay. So I just want to tell you that while I'm waiting to see your chat, that going through this, it might feel like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to say. You might be kind of in the thinking phase of it right now. But when you dedicate some time, which you're going to do this week, right? You're going to do this and it's going to flow. It's going to feel fun, right? So just give yourself this opportunity, and it's not going to take very long. There's a lot of pages, but it won't take very long. What a workbook. Thank you. I'm so excited to start. Thanks for creating this. It's huge. Oh, you're so welcome. I love this stuff. So step 3, narrow it down to 10 dreams. So you did this whole dream, kind of filling up the page of what you want your life to look like 10 years from now. And then you got more specific. What truths need to be in place? What truths have happened that would create this dream scenario? So I have, I am, I live, I start. Now you're going to look at all of those things you just listed out, and you're going to narrow it down to 10 dreams, 10 truths, 10 goals, whatever word you want to use there. I put dreams, but if dreams doesn't, fly with you, it's just the 10 things that if you did those 10 things, you would have that dream scenario. You would be living that dream you wrote down if you did these 10 things. You're going to pick the 10 most important things and you're going to write them down here. I know, Linda, that's how I feel. I really need this. I really need this too. I think we all do. It gives us direction and focus. Otherwise, the days, they just go. They just like flow one after the other. And then we're like, where is the time? Oh, good. I'm glad you're back. Step 4, choose one goal. So now you're going to look at those 10 dreams you just narrowed down to, those 10 things that if they were true, you would be living this life that you dream about. And you're going to pick one. And you might take that dream and even break it down to a smaller goal. And you're going to write that one goal here, that this is the first thing I'm going to focus on. Of these 10 dreams I've listed out, this is the one thing I am going to go after. If we go after those 10 dreams, and I'm talking about this step 3, if we go after that all at once, we just don't have the focus. We'll get overwhelmed and we won't do any of it. So you have to pick one and make that your focus. And a lot of times what happens is you will work towards this one goal, this one dream, and you'll be able to feel into it and make a habit out of working on it. So say it's becoming financially abundant and one of your dreams is to have $50,000 in your savings. So then a goal that's a part of that dream would be to save money every week. And so that might, once that becomes a habit and you begin to see that savings grow, and you become to feel like I'm in the flow of this. I'm in the flow of this. Then you can move on to the next dream and the next goal, but only when you are in a place of flow, when you are practicing it and it's working for you. Okay. Okay, but here is the fun part. Now this is, I referred to this last week when we were talking about morning practice. This is what I do every morning. So you've just created this 10-year scenario. You have wrote out your dreams. You're putting it on paper. You've narrowed it down to 10 specific dreams that you want to work on, and you've narrowed it down to one goal you want to work on first. So a lot of times that's where we stop and we're fired up. Yes, I'm so excited. I'm going to do this. But then we forget what we wanted because we're not in the practice of seeing it. We forget the 10 dreams because we don't look at them all the time. We forget what the goal is, and we get sidetracked and distracted, and we just lose sight. Not today. We're not doing that anymore. What you're going to do is you are going to start each day writing out your goals, writing out your dreams. This is what will change the game for you. If you have not been able to achieve the things you want to achieve, if you feel like you have stopped working towards your goals, this daily reminder, this daily practice of writing down your goals is going to help tremendously. So you're going to find a journal. I recommend actually, setting aside like a special journal that's just for this particular practice. It doesn't no other writing gets put in this. It's only for your goals. You're going to write the date at the beginning. Then you're going to write down 5 things you're grateful for today. And the reason you're going to write down what you're grateful for in that moment is because you begin to look at all these parts of your life that are special, that are blessings, that are possibilities in your life. And it opens you up to even more possibilities. It opens you up to seeing and experiencing what can happen. And from that place of possibility, you will then write 10 dreams that you made happen. And those 10 dreams are the ones you came up with in step 2. Okay, step 2. And hopefully I wrote that down. Yeah, from page 5. These are just the 10 dreams you already came up with. You are going to write them down here. And then it says the goal I'm going to achieve first. Then you're going to write down the goal you're going to achieve first. And you are going to do this process every single day. You're going to do this process every single day. You're going to write the date, 5 things you're grateful for, write down your 10 dreams. So those 10 dreams will be the same dreams from page 5, and then the goal you're going to achieve first. Every single day. It takes, 5 minutes. And you're going to start your day with this. Make it a part of your practice. If you're feeling challenged for time, it's just 5 minutes. See how you can carve out 5 minutes. See where you can change your schedule in the morning so that you have this time. And you're going to do this practice every single day. And this will keep those dreams and those goals fresh in your mind. And when you write down every day what your 10 dreams are, you are reminding yourself of what you want, what you deeply, deeply want, and what you can have, and what is there for you. Like, you just have to decide that you want these things, and you will begin to make them happen in your life. And they are also, you'll write them down every single day, and you might notice that they evolve a little bit as you write them down every day. So you might realize, you might get more specific with what you want. The more you write it down, you go, actually, I really want this. And so you'll get more specific as you write it down. Oh, I don't have my journal in here. It's just kind of like this. It's just a hardbound journal. I do wish I got this hardbound journal. I do wish it had the spiral sides. I can't wait to get through the journal I have because I don't like, it's like this, where you can't like lay it open very easily. It's just a plain journal. Just pick a journal that makes your heart sing, and you can change journals. I mean, you'll fill that journal up and then you can switch to another journal. So I would say that choosing the journal is actually resistance to doing the process. Just choose the journal. It really doesn't matter. You just need something to write on, and you don't look at the cover that often. So open the cover, and then there's your journal, and you just write down. So that's the process of setting intentional goals. I went through it rather quickly. So if you have questions, of course, I'm here. Just pop them in the chat below. Now, when we meet again on December 3rd, we're not going to do this have the training next week because of Thanksgiving. So on December 3rd, we are going to talk about, okay, now you have your 10 dreams. Now you have your one goal you're going to focus on. Now, what do you do from there? And that's really about creating a process. That's really about creating a plan for yourself. And we're going to talk about how to do that. So this week, really being focused on the dream, really being focused on what's possible for you. So my challenge for you is this. Do this work. Complete this workbook by the end of the day on Sunday. Okay? So 4 days. You have 4 days. Get it done. Make it happen. Just give yourself a couple days of buffer here and then make it happen so that you are ready to write your goals down every single day and you're ready to make progress on your goals and you're ready to make your 10 dream version of yourself, 10 years dream, a reality. It begins now. And, it's waiting for you. It is waiting for you. Whatever you want, you can make it happen. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. Before we sign off, what has been a big takeaway for you today? What have you enjoyed learning about? What has been like oh, wow, I'm super excited about that. Would love to just hear what has been just like a big moment for you or just something you're really looking forward to doing, something you're really excited about. It is always so much fun to share this space with you, to spend this time with you. I love it. I look forward to it all week long, and I'm always just really happy, and I just feel really joyful on Thursday mornings because I get to do this with you. So if you haven't already, please download the goal setting workbook. The link is below. Oh, you're so welcome. I love this, and I think it's really important and really meaningful work. It really will shift things for you. It has for me when we focus on our life in such an intentional way. So thank you so much. 10 things. Yep. 10 things. That's what you're most excited about. 10 dreams. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you next time. I'll see you for the weekly training. I'll see you on December 3rd for Monday Magic. I will see you on Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. All right. Enjoy your day. Bye.